Welcome, welcome, welcome to Divine Healing. I have a message for you today that God has given me, and I want to give you a testimony of what He has told me. I pray that everybody's doing well today, and I thank you for stopping by the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. But I'm going to get on into this message because He's been on me about this all day. So today, I want to tell you a testimony about myself. I want to tell you that I was diagnosed with breast cancer about 10 years ago. And God told me how to heal myself. And I healed myself. I did what He told me to do over a period of time. And the lumps that I had in my breast began to dissolve. So I went to the doctor after I did everything God told me to do. And as I went to the doctor, he told me that I had stage 3 breast cancer and that I was totally healed. But he seen the spot where it had dissolved, the spots where they had dissolved at. So I'm here to tell you right now that God showed me something 3 months ago. And what He showed me 3 months ago was somebody was diagnosed with a certain kind of terminal disease. The only thing I know is that He wanted me to say this, that this person is in the public eye, and that He is going to deliver you from whatever is going on with your body. He's going to deliver you. This should be confirmation for you, because He should be already done told you that if you resonate with this. And what He's going to do is He's going to heal you as long as you continue to do what He asks you to do. So we've been talking, so I'm going to leave that alone. And if that resonates with you, then you know God's speaking to you. It's not going to resonate with everybody. But we've been speaking about fear. We've been speaking about ego. We've been speaking about emotions and all of that. But today, I was in the shower and He gave me relationships. See, what I give you, I already been through it. I have walked through everything so far, what I have given you. So He's giving me relationship. That's what He gave me today, relationships. But in order for you, some of y'all, God, let me back up. He's getting ready to take some of us, or some people of His, or however God is going to do it, and He's getting ready to do kingdom marriages. He's putting soulmates together. But we have to let go the ego, the fear. We have to let go family members that don't like whatever God is trying to do. We got to let that stuff go, and we got to let God be in control. Because these soulmates that He's bringing together, He's bringing them together to do kingdom work. And they're going to do this work together. So my thing is, I come to tell you that when you do kingdom relationships, you have to go under the spirit of the Holy Spirit. That means that you have to be done did the work to be able to let go your ego, to let go of your past. You gotta be able to let go of emotions, because y'all gonna be working together. And a relationship, you can't go into a relationship with baggage from your past. So you have to be healed. And that's the only way you can be healed, is to go to Jesus Christ and ask Him to deliver you from all these things that we've been talking about all week. And fear. Fear is one of the things that keep us from moving into a relationship, especially if you've been in a bad, toxic relationship. When I mean toxic, where you see it, a lot of people think toxic, it means a man. A woman can be toxic too. A woman can use her own capability to do what she want to do. If she's not under the anointings of the Holy Spirit, she can manipulate. She is called the Jezebel spirit, and nobody don't understand this. With the Jezebel spirit, it's dominant. It can go from male to female. It can give you an illusion of what you want, and what you want, whatever you crave in a woman, it'll give it to you, and then it's not even real. But she can dominate. That's what she is. That's what that spirit is. It's a dominating spirit. And this is what I come to tell you today, is that when some of y'all, now He specifically said males. Some of y'all males been praying for a wife. And this is what he told me. Some of y'all been praying for a wife for a very long time. And God gave you the wife, or gave you the woman that was equal to you, and then you ran away. And that's what he told me. Now, I don't know who this resonates for. Don't ask me. I don't know. But I just know that's what he gave me in the shower this morning. If he gave you somebody and you refuse to work with that person, or you refuse to heal, I told you the other day, anything that God presents to you is a rejection of Jesus Christ. That means you rejecting what he gave you. And that brings along sickness and suffering. So what I'm saying is this is why he has me talking to you about letting go of fear, letting go of ego. That's ego to control the situation, and letting go of your emotion, and getting healed from childhood wounds because of what happened to you when you was a child, the way you was raised when you was a child. Because some of us come from abusive parents. Might not be physical abuse, but we come from mental abuse from parents. Then some of us come from physical abuse. But me, I was in a toxic marriage where I was almost killed 3 times. But through my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he protected me. He really did, because I wasn't even supposed to be here, but God said otherwise, because I had a mission to fulfill on this earth. So I'm telling you, if we can't take that back, because I would never open up my heart to nobody after that. After I was hurt like that, and then I went back and tried to help that person again, my husband, and then I end up getting hurt again, I was shut down for a long time. God had to really deal with me. And sometimes we expect too much out of people and not enough out of God. But God, we got to trust the path that he got us on, and the path that he taking us on. If he brings somebody into your life and if you haven't been where you haven't gone where he needs you to go, you need to take this time to heal. He will give you healing energy. And that's what I'm hearing. Healing energy. That's when he's going to deal with you. Meditation brings on healing energy. And he wants you to know that through you meditating, you'll be able to hear what he's telling you to release and how to release it, and how which way he wants you to go. Because it's steps in releasing your past. It does not happen overnight. It takes years sometimes to overcome a bad past relationship. So he don't want you to, he's going to give you this kingdom wife or this kingdom husband, but he don't want you to take this toxic from this other person into the relationship. And the only way you can do with that is surrender the ego, surrender the fear, surrender the emotions, and meditate on and get rid of the negative and focus on the positive. When negativity come upon you, when God has showed you something, then I strongly suggest that you go and you heal. Spend your time in healing so you can go into this doing the kingdom work and not worrying about what that person did to you. Because that person wasn't who you supposed to be with anyway. Okay, the reason why I tell you that, because when I was a nurse, when I was working, I had a blind man on the job. He did not work in my building, but he would always come over there to help us. And he came to me one day, and he told me that I was supposed to be a preacher. And I told him I didn't want to be a preacher, no. And every time that man would come in my building, I wouldn't know how he would find me on that floor, because I would hide from him, because I didn't want to hear it. And he told me that I was called to preach. And he told me, if you don't do what God tell you to do, you're going to be Job. And he told me to read Job. And I said, I know I'm not going to be Job. And I wasn't saved then. I ain't know who Job was. I ain't care who Job was. At the time, I didn't care about nothing. I was just living my life, thought I had it going on, living in the world. And he told me, he said, God going to forgive you for the man that you married and he wasn't your husband. And I was like, okay, all right. So every time he'd come in there and he would say something to me, I would just brush it off. Then I He said, if you don't listen to what I'm telling you, he said, I'm telling you, God sent me to you. And no matter, he did not never see my face. I asked him, I said, how you know where I be? He said, I know what your footsteps sound like. So I said, okay. So every time he come in the building, I go the other way. But this is what I'm saying. That man told me that I was called to preach and I didn't want to preach. And I and let me tell you exactly what happened. I became Job. All the money that I had and all that I had at that particular time, I lost it all because I rejected what Jesus Christ wanted me to do. So I'm telling you, whenever you lose something, he would take it from you so you wouldn't listen. He took my health. He took my strength. He took my money. He took everything that I had worked for. I had nothing. And he put me on my back and he told me this. I used to have somebody praying for me. And this is what he told me. He said, everybody that pray for you. See, at the time I wasn't saved. I didn't care who prayed for me. I just wanted a breakthrough. He said, you're missing the point, Tasha. You missing the point. I'm trying to get you to get to a whole nother level. And what he wanted me to do was, he wanted me to come to him myself. So he told me, say, do you want to live or die? I said, well, I need to live for my children. And he said, well, then pray for yourself. Because at that particular time, I was so sick I couldn't walk. At that particular time, when I prayed for myself, and I had this other lady praying for me, I was getting sick and sicker. I didn't know why. But he told me, he said, you got her praying for you, but she ain't walking with God. That's what he told me. He said, pray for yourself, and you going to live. And I prayed for myself, and in 3 days, I walked again. I walked with a cane for like 4 years, but after that, I walked again. But this is what I'm saying. If he send you a kingdom wife or a kingdom husband, make sure that you go to God and you ask him to help you to heal from anything that has you hindrance, anything that keep you from doing the will of God, anything that you feel like you not healed in, ask him to help you to heal. And you have to go to the Father with all things. And this is one of the things that he gave me today. He don't want to bring you into a kingdom marriage and you bring these past people and treat this woman or this man like they like the last people you was with. No, he's not that is not why he bring you into a kingdom marriage. He's bringing you in a holy, putting you on holy ground that you and your spouse are going to fulfill what is in the earth. Whatever else is left in this earth, y'all gonna help fulfill what's in this earth. Whatever mission y'all have, y'all gonna be able to fulfill it together. It's called a power couple. And I see that in the spirit realm. He's pulling power couples together. But I also see a resistance. And the resistance that I see, and I'm going to tell you what I see. I see the resistance of family members making conversations about that person might not be good enough. Oh, or she ain't got this, or she ain't got that. She ain't got this, or she ain't got that. But if God is calling you to a kingdom marriage, if you a male, and I'm talking, he said specifically for males, if you a male, he asked me, how you gonna know? You listen to what everybody else saying, but how you gonna know where the woman stand if you don't talk to her? So he's asking you to conversate with them. And that way, y'all can get everything out in the open. And that way, maybe some of y'all healing is to heal each other. Now, this is what he gave me this morning on relationships. And he told me to tell you to trust him, love yourself, but trust him to get you the healing that you need. And then when y'all do this kingdom marriage, y'all gonna fulfill the earth with whatever he has you to fulfill the earth with, and y'all gonna have a whole lot of things rewarded to you. Abundance. Everything that you ever wanted, he's going to have. But after you do what you need to do, when it comes, as long as you walking on his path, the way he wants you to do it, then that's what he asking for. He asking you not to reject the son. Whatever he's asking you to do is for your higher good. He wants you to go to a higher vibration. He don't want you to be on a low vibration. That's why I keep telling you, stay away from negative people. Negative family members, stay away from them. I'm not saying you got to hate them and don't talk talk to them. What I'm saying is you got to separate yourself. Be ye separated, unequally yoked. That's what he's telling me. Unequally yoked. If you, even with his family member, you could be unequally yoked because y'all ain't on the same, y'all not on the same level. They're not understanding what God is doing in your life. And if you is in this world and you have prophecies and you can see stuff, they ain't gonna understand you anyway. If they not walking that path, they not gonna understand you anyway. There's a lot of stuff in my family I don't even tell them, because you know why? What's the use of telling when I know they don't understand? So why would you give yourself the headache to tell your family members to make them understand something they don't even know nothing about? Some things is meant to be unknown until God reveal it. You just walk in the path that you need to go in. And see, this is what he's telling me. If you wouldn't tell them what was going on, they wouldn't even know. You are going in something with God and that person. You're not marrying your family member. You are marrying that person. And y'all two need to talk. Y'all two need to heal. Maybe some things y'all need to heal together. Then because you asked for this person, God specifically told me as a male that you asked for this person. You asked for God to give you a certain type of wife. And he gave it to you. But when you got it, you got scared. That's what he told me. In the shower this morning, I need you to minister on relationships. Because you know about relationships. And you know exactly what is a bad relationship and what is a good relationship. And I know, now I can't tell you what a good marriage is because I ain't had one of them. But I can tell you what a bad marriage is, and I can tell you how to heal yourself to go to a good marriage. I know that you can't go in there with no childhood trauma, no ex trauma, no baby mama drama. I know you can't go into the new with the old. That's what I do know. And I do know that he's going to give you strength and he's going to give you love healing. He wants you to love on yourself so much because he keep telling me love yourself. Because you can't love a spouse if you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself first. And this is the stuff that he's been giving me about relationships. And he's been giving me about, when I was in that relationship. And I'm almost died 2 or 3 times, but the thing is about it, God had a purpose for me. And I know some of y'all been in the same situation. Because see, if I'm talking to you, this ain't going to resonate with everybody. But if I'm talking to you, you already been through stuff like this. You done been in a toxic relationship. You know what a toxic relationship is? Control. It's when a person controls you and want to tell you exactly what to do. And it's most of the time,